Chapter 8, Section 3, we are now getting into multiplying binomials. So remember, binomials are just a polynomial with two terms. And so we're going to be either multiplying two binomials together or a binomial and a trinomial. And remember, a trinomial is just something with three terms. So there are actually three ways to do this. One of them is called the distributive property. We're not going to show you that method, and the reason is I don't think you need too many methods in order to do the same thing. I think the fewer of them that you have to choose from, sometimes the better. We are going to show you the table method because that will be useful for us a little bit later on. And we're going to show you the FOIL method. Okay, so I'm going to show you those two methods. And when you're multiplying, it is totally up to you which one you choose. You just pick which one's most comfortable to you. But at the same time, understand that it is good to understand the table method, and it is good to be able to do the FOIL method because the FOIL method is quicker, and the table method has use in other applications. Okay, so here's the table method. What you do is, we are dealing with two binomials here. Okay, this one has two terms, x and -3. This one is 4x and -5. So because of that, it's two terms and two terms. So we're going to draw a box that is a little bit lower, 2 by 2. Okay, and we just make it like that. So it's 2 by 2. Okay, doesn't have to be pretty, maybe a little bit prettier than mine. And what you do is you take each term and you put it on the top and on the bottom, the top and the side. So the terms are x, so x is going to go there. -3 is going to go right there. And this one, the terms are 4x, so that goes right there. And this is -5. Then what you do is you multiply the two that make up the box. So what is x times 4x? 4x squared. What is, it doesn't matter what order you go in. What is x times -5? -5x. What is -3 times 4x? -12x. And what is -3 times -5? That is 15. Now that we have our table filled in, what we do is we combine these terms because they both have an x. This term goes first because it's the greatest degree. So it's 4x squared. What's -12x plus -5x? That's -17x. And then this 15 is positive, goes right at the end. And that is a simpler form of this problem. So let's try another one, okay, using a table. So we're 2 by 2. Okay, 3x and 1 are the terms that go over here on the side. X and 4 go up here. Okay, 3x times x is 3x squared. 3x times 4 is 12x. X times 1 is just x. 1 times 4 is 4. These are combined. This goes first, 3x squared. 12x plus 1x is 13x plus 4. And that is multiplying binomials using the table method. Again, be comfortable with it. It will have some use for us later on. In the assignment, it is going to require you to use one method over the other at some point. If it doesn't specifically state which method you have to use, you pick which one you're most comfortable with. The next one is FOIL. Okay, so the acronym FOIL stands for, F stands for the first, O stands for the outer, I stands for the inner, and L stands for the last. Okay? Here's how that works. So FOIL. First is your first terms, this term and this term first. Then the terms on the outside, right? Outside 5x and 1. Then the ones on the inside, negative 3 and 2x. And then the last terms. This is the last term, this is the last term. Like that. So first is 5x times 2x. 5x times 2x is 10x squared. Outside, 5x times 1 is 5x. Inside, negative 3 times 2x is negative 6x. Last, negative 3 times 1 is negative 3. And then, just like before, you combine like terms. So we have 10x squared. 5x minus 6x is negative 1x minus 3. And that is the FOIL method. Okay? Let's try 2 of these. All right? We'll just pick A and B. Don't worry about C. Okay, we'll do A together, then I'll give you a chance to do B, and then we'll check it out. So, FOIL. First, 3x times x. 3x times x is 3x squared. Outside, 3x times 2, 6x. Inside, negative 4 times x. Some people like to then switch to the bottom. Negative 4 times x is negative 4x. Last, negative 4 times 2 is negative 8. Combine like terms. 6x minus 4x is positive 2x minus 8. That's your answer. Go ahead, pause the video, try part B. Okay, so first, n times 4n, 4n squared. Outside, n times negative 7, negative 7n. Inside, negative 6 times 4n is minus 24n. Negative 6 times negative 7 is positive 42. Combine like terms, it becomes negative 31n plus 42. And that is the FOIL method. So those are the 2 methods that you'll be using for this section. Go ahead, look through the book if you need a few more examples to go ahead and try. And let me know if you have any questions.